Paul continues, howbeit, that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. That is, Adam was made of the natural dust of this world in the very beginning. And then Christ descended from heaven, but that was thousands of years later. And now in the next verse, Paul essentially repeats that as he continues in 1 Corinthians 15. The first man is of the earth, earthy. The second man is the Lord from heaven. And then he says, as is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy. All those who descend from Adam have an earthly body like his. It's made from the dust of this world. And as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. All who are born of the Spirit they'll someday rise with a heavenly body like Christ has. Now, right now, disembodied souls who have gone on to heaven, they have a spiritual body. They don't have a physical body. They don't have the glorified resurrection body. Because, all right, now think about this. In this natural world, you need a natural body in order to interact with it. A disembodied spirit really can't do anything in a world that's natural and does not interact with the spiritual. And that's why, okay, demons, they're spirit beings, but they have to possess something in order to do anything. And so in the natural world, you need a natural body in order to do anything. You know, when you leave this body, well, you can't really do anything left behind. But in the spiritual world, you need a spiritual body. Your physical body could not function in an immaterial world. It's made for a material world. It's not made for an immaterial world. But the spiritual body can interact with a spiritual world. And that spirit is what you have on the inside. You've already got it in there. It's inside this body so that it can interact with this world. And when it leaves this body, then it can interact with the spiritual world. Someday, all of those spirits are going to return with Christ from heaven. And when they return with Christ from heaven, out of the ground is going to come the resurrected body that was buried however long ago they died. And then the spirit and this resurrection body will be reunited so that those spirits from heaven can interact with this world. And they can interact in heaven. We can interact in both spheres with a glorified body. Jesus still has a glorified body. It shines like the sun, greater than the sun. And it can do amazing things. It can pass through stone walls, so it's not limited to the material world. It can interact with the spiritual world. It can go up to heaven, and it can intercede for us in the temple in heaven, and can come back down here. So once our spirits are reunited with our resurrected bodies, we can function in both realms, if that makes sense to you. I hope it does. But so Adam, being we born the image of the earthly, we're also going to bear the image of the heavenly. Just as this body resembles Adam's, so our resurrection body will resemble Christ. And Adam, he's the first of all humanity, and he passes his nature down to all natural men who came from him. And he's a figure of Christ who is to come. And Jesus was the first member of this new humanity, and he passes his nature down to all who come from him.